This is absolutely brutal. Alright, I'm wrecked. This is pretty much a visualization of last week's card. That was the worst card prediction ever. Let's go over it real quick. I'm so sorry. Okay, so there were a lot of upsets, just like there were. If it's any consolation to you guys, my foot is absolutely shattered. I had to get extra x-rays on it today. I think it's messed up. Anyway, so last fight card was interesting. A lot of people who were supposed to win didn't, and I don't know. It's not like I was someone that went for like all the favorites on the card. Like I'm not a favorite picker. Thomas Peterson, Jefferson, dude, he's not Thomas Jefferson. This guy's not the founding father, straight up. He looked terrible. Pogues just stuck him with the jab. I actually have some notes. You wanted to see what I wrote while I was watching? Okay, so Pogues lighting him up early. 0 takedown defense by Poguesley. Peterson had a dominant position at the end of the first. Yeah, he was like raining from the back, dude. That sounds weird. Anyway, he was like in a good position, like sending some real good shots, and dude, Pogues was completely outmatched on the ground. Like what the heck? And then they stand up in the second round, and he looked pure terrible. Yeah, he's terrible. I've noted fight was pure shit. It was trash. 0 for 1. Landon Quinones versus Marquel, dude, Medeiros. I thought Landon won the fight, but he didn't by decision. He won the first for sure. I thought it was 1-1, maybe heading into 3. I think he lost the third, so what can you do? Okay, Luana, dude, Julia has no strength. Stoliarenko literally has no strength. Like she was ready to finish the fight and just in like 3 or 4 positions where she was like ready to rip an armbar, like, you know, her trademark like bullshit. But good for her. I mean, she came back, Luana, and dusted Stoliarenko, who was just pretty soft. So I say good for Luana. Like I'm a fan. 0 for 3 though. That's nice. Lee versus Builder, dude. Builder was lucky to survive the first. Lee looked excellent, and I got that one right. So 1 for 4. Themba Garimbo, quick KO of what was the guy's name? Pete Rodriguez. It was a mixed match. Big time mismatch, and it was a good performance. His rage advantage was really good. He was sticking the jab, and honestly, no match. But yeah, pulling for the guy, he was a really good guy. And Pete Rod, yeah, you looked absolutely unprepared, no game plan. Maxim, dude. Anyway, I got that one right. 2 for 5. Maxim. I thought Maxim won this fight straight up. But you know what's crazy? He got caught in that choke. I think it was the third. Anyway, so yeah, Johnson was going for it, and he just let go for some reason. And dude, he was out, going out. Maxim had one of those stumbles where his legs were starting to go out from under him, which was pretty funny to see him just let go. When he probably didn't realize. He'll watch that tape back, and he'll be like, "Oh, just cut." It would have been like Loyo to Machida status. Anyway, not Loyo to Machida. It was John Jones that dusted Loyo to Machida, but still. All right, so yeah, Johnson ends up winning that fight, and I thought Maxim won. Anyway, I get the decision. Honestly, this is my note. I get the decision. I'm just sad. That sums it up. Molly McCann. I'm not going to call her Molly McScrap anymore because at 115 she looked way better. But at the same time, she's facing Diana Belbita, who's trash. So, you know what I mean? OnlyFans Belbita only has so much to give you, and at the same time, McCann has looked good against other people at 125 and just looked awful when she hits that level of competition that I would say real mixed martial arts starts to, you can't spinning back fist them or spinning back elbow them, spam that and just have that succeed. Anyway. But at the same time, I'm sorry, Molly McCann, let's go have a Guinness and we'll talk, okay? But yeah, Molly McScrap is retired. Molly McCann is going forward. Okay, Radke versus Urbina. Dude, the based king. What can you say? He just literally, dude, Urbina got bullied. I have Urbina got bullied, what a dust bag. Based Radke looked absolutely chiseled, and he melted him with a vicious left after battering him. I'm just going to read you my notes. It's kind of funnier that way. Anyway, 3 for 8. Horrible picks. But we're just here to talk. And I'm trying my best. Arujo wins by being boring and doing nothing, smothering and doing jiu-jitsu for upright for 3 minutes. Yeah, she was standing up against the cage and just wrapping her leg in and just getting the hooks and just doing literally nothing. They broke free, and then Silva started lighting her up. Yeah, that's right. Silva hits her in the second and just does nothing. Gets pushed up against the cage again. Dust. Aruju had had the dustiest fight style ever. Yeah, it's true. Mackenzie Dern, just Mackenzie Dust, cheering for her dusty fighter in an absolute dust fight. Yeah, luckily Silva won. Honestly, yeah, I mean, she's good, but sketchy to bet on the men. Like, I heard someone say there was a lock of the card. It's like, how can you make that a lock of the card? Anyway. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so let's get on to the next card. This is taking forever. What a terrible card. This week, however, we have another terrible card. Let's get into it right away. Let's go from the bottom here. We got, Arichi Lang versus Daniel Marcos. So, man, Arichi Lang is not that good, but I thought Daniel Marcos lost to Davey Grant. Dangerous, our boy. Our boy Dangerous Dave put a good fight on him, honestly. I had to bet on Davey Grant, so I may be a little bit biased, but I thought he honestly won. Like, genuinely, I watched it back and everything. But Arichi Lang just kind of like, he's pretty good. I've seen him have some decent performances, but against the last few, they're really bad fighters that he beats. Let's just look back. So he beats, like this year, he obviously hasn't fought. Last year, he got KO'd right away by Zahabi. Like, that was easy money. And then he beat Johnny Munoz, whatever. I think he got cut, Munoz. Jay Perrin, decision. Dude, he's going to lose. I got Daniel Marcos. Daniel Marcos is undefeated at 15-0, but he didn't beat Davey Grant, straight up. Let's go on to the next one there. But dude, the Mongolian Murder is like the best name. It's hilarious. Okay, Zach Pauga versus Bogdan Guskov. So Guskov ripped last time, and like he had a tough. He ripped. Who did he fight? Ozdemir, right? Sorry, I have to think. Let me just look back real quick. Yeah, Ozdemir subbed him in the first. Yeah, that's right. And he's fighting. This is a bad style. I'm sorry. I gotta figure this out better. Fernie Garcia. Oh, Fernie Garcia is soft, but he's gonna probably win. Oh wait, no. Who were we looking at? No, Zach Pauga. What am I doing? Okay, I'm so sorry. I have looked at this card, I swear. So Fernie Garcia is fighting Hayder Amil. Fernie Garcia is not very good. He throws pillows, but honestly, man, like, I don't know, dude. These guys, like, these undefeated guys coming up, like, I don't trust them. Let's see what this guy's saying. Let's pull up his topology. All right, so we have Hayder Amil, 8-0. Wait, he's the underdog? Fernie Garcia's the favorite. Fernie Garcia's lost 3 in a row. Am I off the mark in saying that, like, bet on the guy that's won 5 in a row as the underdog? Dude, what? 88% on Topology for Amil. Wait, he's the underdog still? You're kidding. I need to double check that because that doesn't seem right. This is what the show is all about. This is like real time figuring out what's going on. So look at this guy. He looks like he has a jaw like Drew Dober, but he's looking chiseled. And Fernie Garcia, I've just found, has been terrible. Yo, this guy's 5'10". What? Okay, so Hayder Amil is 5'10", the Hurricane, and this guy is 5'7", and they're both fighting. Wait, what? Are these guys even fighting each other? Am I like off the mark here? Am I glitching? Okay, let's see. Prelims. Fernie Garcia is the underdog. What are they saying? So the line switched. That makes total sense. See, so that makes sense. I think Hayder Amil's going to win, so. But he's the favorite now on my sportsbook. But you know what? It may have opened up. I just figure like so many, like these cards are trash, right? Like I don't need to get these things out early because these cards are garbage. Like I'm probably going to make bad picks on them because who knows these guys? Like Fernie Garcia, I've only seen him lose. This guy, Hayder Amil, I'm pretty sure we've never even seen him in the UFC, have we? No, definitely not. He's 8-0. 1 sec. So he was supposed to fight Nurdenbeke, got canceled. Supposed to fight Bagdasaryan, got canceled. And now this guy's fighting. Fernie Garcia. It's on short notice. I know this. Dude, this guy comes from the Contender Series. He's going to lose. This guy's going to lose. He's like, although he looks way more promotable than Fernie Garcia, who kind of looks like, Anyway, next one. I think Hayder's going to win. Let's go on to the next one here, though, Irregardless, boys. We're on the prelim still. We're going into the third fight. So, yeah, Zach Pauga versus Bogdan Guskov. So, Guskov fought... it's the guy that got KO'd by Yuri. Dude, what is happening to my brain? My brain's broken, boys. Something wrong with me. Volkan Ozdemir. There's something wrong with me. I'll go to the doctor soon. Anyway, so let's see. I think, honestly, I give Zach Pauga a pretty good chance because I don't think Bogdan's that good. That being said, Pauga has not showed that much skill in the UFC. He got knocked out by Mohammed Jusman, which is not a good look. On to the next one. I'm taking Zach Pauga. Max Griffin versus Jeremiah Wells. Jeremiah Wells, knockout. Let's go. Devin Clark versus Marcin Prachnio. Dude, both these guys, I don't like betting on. So I wouldn't bet on any of them. That'd be my recommendation. Like, just pass. Is that allowed to be said? But I will probably take Devin Clark. Honestly, he's tougher out than most people are willing to handle, and I don't think Prachnio is that good. On to the next one. Loma Lookboonme. Dude, underdog, I'm pretty sure, right? Against Bruna, Brazil. I got Lookboonme. She's actually really tough. She sends it every time she comes to go to war, and I really like that. I think it's really cool. Even though she might not be the best. Like, when you see her fight, it's like, okay, she's not the best, but she's sending it at all times, which is a huge thing. And she's also, like, everywhere she's sending it. You know, she's sending on the feet, she's sending it if she's going for takedown, she's sending it at like a 70% send, you know what I mean? She's 100% sending, but her skill's at 70%. So it's like 80% send at all times. Just like pretty good average. And Bruna Brazil, I think she's just going to get maybe overwhelmed by just the fact that Loma's literally willing to come and just scrap, dude. All right, next one. Balaji Oki versus Timothy Cuamba. I have no idea who these guys are, I'll be honest. I heard people picking Oki. I don't know either of them. I'm not going to make a pick. I'm not going to pretend that I know them. They're too low, like, not too low level. I don't want to say they're low level. They're both 8-1, but they're unproven. And for me, like, especially if you're betting, like, don't bet on unproven people. You always want to bet on people that you have inspired confidence in before, right? Or have had confidence inspired in before. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you think they're a good fighter and you, like, believe in them to win, that's when you bet on them, not just because they're on the card. You know what I mean? I'll go Oki, official pick, because I have to make picks here. Next one, Trevin Giles, the Cop, versus Carlos Pirates, and let's just call him the Pirates, because I like that better. It's how his name is spelled, and, who cares about the eye? I'm unselfish, don't worry about the eye. Carlos Pirates is going to win. I actually think he's a good fighter, he's got good striking, and Trevin Giles is very chinny, and he exposes himself to get hit a lot, and Pirates is going to hit him. On to the main card, the rematch versus, Rodolfo Viera versus Armen Petrosyan. So, I think Petrosyan will beat him. I always have thought that, because I don't think Rodolfo Viera is very good. What's his name? Carlos Hernandez or whatever, right? Hernandez? Fluffy or whatever his name is? I don't know. That guy beat him. And by just pure pace, and Petrosyan's got a gas tank on him. This fight will go one of two ways. Rodolfo Viera gets the takedown and he ends up submitting him, or Petrosyan keeps it on the feet, stuffs a couple takedowns, and out-cardios him and really batters him on the feet. And I'm going Petrosyan. I like it. On to the next one. Michael Johnson. Dude, let's go. Michael Johnson's still going at it. Darius Flowers. Dude, let's go Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson looks great until he gets knocked out cold. So I still think he's a good fighter. I honestly feel bad for Michael Johnson. 22-19 though. That's quite the record for a professional MMA fighter. To be in the UFC. That's salty. That's the definition of salt. Cue the clip.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.
Darius Flowers, dust. Okay, on to the next one. Brad Tavares versus Gregory Rodriguez. Robo Cop, Robo Juice. This guy's going to come back from the dead, and just by sheer amounts of THC and GHG and all the good stuff, THC and GHB and HGH and TRT and EPO and all the juice. He's going to win. Gregory Rodriguez. Robert Bryczek versus Ihor Potieria. Potieria dust. Give me Robert. I don't even know who he is, but Poteria's dust. Actually, I don't know. I can't do that. 17-5. That's very reckless of me to just do that. He looks tough. He's gonna knock him out. I did the deadly test. You look at him. Oh, the guy looks deadly. That's it. Potieria is not deadly. Okay. Yeah, his best win is like Shogun when he was like 100, right? Or one of those other bets. Who cares? Dan Ige versus Andre Fili. This is a great fight. By the way, like, what is that? That's the third best fight on the card. This card's dust. That's why I'm just going through, like, who cares? Honestly, don't bet on this card. Straight up. It's trash. Danny Ige versus Andre Fili. This is kind of a tough one. I honestly want to go Andre Fili. Yeah, I like Andre Fili in the spot. I think he's an underdog too. I'm not sure, but he might be. Danny Ige's got a lot of power, so he might put him to sleep. But I think Andre Fili can get it done. He's looking pretty good lately. 23-10, no? I mean, his record used to be saltier than it was now, or than it is. It used to be bad, but now it's not so bad, so I think Fili's going to bring it home. And in the main event, Jack Hermansson versus Joe PYFER. Dude, I want to say Joe PYFER knocks him out in the first, but I said that about Roman Dolidze in the last one, and the more technical guy in Mavov got him. So both Joe PYFER knocks him out in the first. All right, good night.